This is the Violent Professional Podcast brought to you by AriesClothing.com.
Backwards and then went and puked in my bathroom all over the towels.
The old timer guy was.
And it was, by the end of it, it was just ridiculous. It was everybody mumbling. And it was not like nobody was talking about the same shit. Like nobody was having a conversation. They were just saying things in a room.
So I'm guessing that didn't make the cut.
No, it's deleted. Plus a lot of OPSEC violations and shit.
It's like a little kid that gets like a Sesame Street walkie-talkie, and they're just like, they don't know what to say. Like, hello, just start saying random shit on the mic.
Well, that's like any of our students.
Yeah.
Just get on the mic.
Okay, so let's talk about what happens during this. I start recording, try to keep the mic like this, like a fist away. You can hear yourself, so don't start doing this and then think it's okay because it sounds like shit. Try not to talk about fucking OPSEC related shit. You can talk about military stuff if you want, but don't get into like how you load, same basic shit.
Am I too close?
You're fine.
No, you're good. You sound good.
What about me?
You sound real good.
You're good. Everybody's good. Yeah,
Sound
we're
like a natural.
This will probably be the best audio I've done so far.
There's a lot of soundboards.
Just a better
avoid.
product.
I just hope
every
there's a lot. Unless you're talking
Yeah.
like mouth noises.
Am I doing that?
I'm just saying.
time. It's probably me swallowing my beer.
Am I in trouble? Did I do something wrong?
Jesus Christ.
Will he get offended if we put a cock hard like underneath his mouse? Actually, he has one of those ball mouses that wouldn't work.
Oh, yeah, you get offended, all right.
He'd find it funny for a minute.
Yeah.
He would take it personal. Like, oh,
He's like, the guy still like me.
I still got it. I'm still one of the guys.
Part of the club. Yeah. Yeah.
Calls his wife immediately. Guess what? You put a fucking cock card.
a fucking cock hard, bro.
You guys,
His voice is not like that at all.
Are you guys jumping again on the way out?
Yeah, we're jumping on tomorrow.
Cooking.
Where at?
What's it called?
Skydive Buckeye.
Skydive Buckeye.
Is that where you went last time?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah.
We were working with our students, and the students say some stupid stuff. And they checked in on one of the last sims that we were doing with them, and the aircraft was, it's like, one by MC-12 checking in. And the student was like, MC-12? Is that a parachute? Like the students have no clue what's going on.
Fucking dumb. All right, let's do some...
Stem cell research. Yeah, let's just get it going.
What do you want to talk about, man?
We are not educated enough to talk about
Let's
this.
talk
No,
about...
we're not educated to talk about anything.
Well, I would have jumped with you guys, but I haven't jumped in over a year and a half, and I was out for 9 months for getting hit
I'll
by that
sign your
fucking
sheet.
car.
Dude, what
Sign
happened
your
with that?
sheet.
Wait, here we go. Here's a jump off point.
What?
He got hit by a car. We literally just had a podcast a couple days ago about you getting hit by a car.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, we did.
Did we talk about that?
You got hit by a car too?
Yeah, when I was younger. I've been hit by a car.
No,
When?
I was talking about the
No, I was
hypothetical.
Oh, no, I really was hit by a car. Like,
Oh,
yeah, in real life, that's why I was like...
so if your name is
offended by it.
Mike, it is like at some point in your life you're gonna get hit by a car.
Exactly.
Yeah. My name's Mike, and I've been hit by a car. It's like, AA, you're next.
My name's Mike. I've been hit by a car as well.
Well, what happened to you?
I was like 8 years old, and I was was playing by the road and got fucking hit by the car. Yeah, it was like me and my cousins were like running around on the side of a road. This fucking car came and hit us.
Did you live in the,
Both it too?
No, it hit me.
Oh, you
I
said
said us, but
Did you live in the city or the country?
country.
That sucks.
Was it a very peculiar road?
Very peculiar, but like basically I think it was like stole a note or something that somebody wrote, and I was fucking turned around, and they were trying to chase after me, and as I turned around, the car was right there.
His dad just pulled in from work. Like, oh, sorry, we'll wait.
Yeah.
Did you make contact with the hood of the car?
I hit the front fender, or the front fender hit me.
So you
I ran.
hit the car.
I hit the car.
You hit the car.
I turned and fucking shoulder checked it. It was like, what?
Oh, get out of the way, son.
Did you have medical insurance?
Back in the day, no. Before Obamacare, like, it was, how old was I?
I am not
8 years.
asking you, but I'm asking you if you're a poor white kid from...
I was in a trailer, yeah.
Why, you don't want to feel
So,
alone?
yes.
Yes. I'm trying to find some balance.
Common
Yeah.
ground, if you will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not the only white trash person. All right.
No insurance.
What
Got my
injuries?
arms scraped up, but
That was it. Just scrapes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we have a good start off point. Let's talk about those trailers and our Uncle Bruce's who would hang out in the back room with us.
I didn't have an Uncle
I
Bruce.
had Uncle Larry.
Let's talk about uncles on this podcast.
Well, what happened to you? Hold on. What happened to you? How did you get hit by a car?
Which one, the first or the second time?
Just go off, man. Just start talking about. Just feel it.
All right. The first time, I was 18 years old and very drunk. It was the day before opening bow hunting season. So we went down to Cabela's and then we started doing some shopping around and stuff. And hey, I'm from Wisconsin, man. That's what we do. What was that noise?
I don't know.
That was me hitting the microphone.
No, it's okay.
It was like this.
Q-minus SA. But yeah, anyway, I was real drunk. I mean, I started at college. Like, it was noon, and I started drinking. And we were shotgunning beers before we went into the... Shotgunning beers, throwing up in the parking lot, and I still had a class. I drove home drunk as fuck, flew off the road, got back on the road, drove home. Like, I was that drunk. Anyway, my buddy was
You got in a
driving.
car accident?
I didn't get... This wasn't a car accident. This is me driving home before I got my head ran over by this vehicle.
Holy shit.
So, when so anyway, we pull up to a stop sign, and there was a big fence, or not a big fence, a big field, and there was a bunch of people out there playing some football, playing some soccer. Am I getting too close?
No, you're good.
Yeah,
I'll just adjust it as you're talking, just to make it a better sound quality.
yeah, playing some. They're playing football or soccer or whatever. And I had the window down, and I'm just blitzed. So also I'm like, oh man, they're fucking talking shit to us. My buddy's like, no, they're not. I'm like, yeah, they are. So I open my vehicle, get out, and
Don't do it, bad blood. Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm like, you guys want to? Oh shoot! It's just a field full of like 10-year-old kids playing football. so my buddy's like, you need to sober up and walk home, man. So he starts driving away, and as he's driving away, I run up and jump on the hood of his car. So if you can picture this, the vehicle's moving. We'll say the vehicle's actually moving westbound. I was sitting on the hood of the car with my feet hanging over the side. My feet are near where the
Wheel well.
front passenger wheel is.
Yeah.
And my buddy's driving with me on the hood, and I was like, oh man, it'll look... I remember thinking this through my stupid brain. I'm like, oh man, if I jump off the hood of this car, it'll look cool to the kids if I land on my feet. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I, sure as shit, launched myself out with both my hands, took 2 steps and just face planted into the concrete, skipped like twice, and then bounced into the vehicle, and the back tire ran my head over.
Holy fuck.
It ripped my eyelid off and crushed my whole side of my face. Like I have a metal plate in my face and everything.
Is that what the scar is from?
Yeah. I mean,
so now all these 10-year-old kids have like PTSD.
it's cool.
God.
You turned... Well,
It's like that Office episode
you
where everyone
thought
just
was
starts throwing up.
a dream moment into a nightmare for a bunch of young youth who are now traumatized for the rest of their
Oh,
lives.
this wasn't just a dream moment. The lead EMT that showed up on the call was my mom. So
Damn.
So she showed up on the call, and yeah, she wasn't the EMT much longer after that. But yeah, she's seen all that crap. But yeah, I just was in the hospital for a couple days. 2 weeks later, was bow hunting again.
Sick.
Good to go.
I was seeing 4s.
They transplant an eyelid?
No, the cop that had given me a underage drinking ticket when I was 18 had picked up my eyelid off the ground, and they re-sewed it on.
shit.
Yeah, it was a woman cop. I just feel like I have to throw that in there.
Yeah.
So tell me about the second time.
Second time was recent. It was March 2nd will be 1 year away, and
You got ran over by that? I thought you just got hit. Well, it's fucking horrible regardless, but did you get run over by the tires?
the tires didn't run me over. I got flung up onto it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll explain that. We were mountain biking up in Alabama, and there's not many mountains in Florida. So when I went to Alabama, I got my ass kicked by the mountains. So I was like, oh man, I need to get a road bike. Start riding my bike to work every day because I need to get in shape. So I bought a road bike, and boom, 3 days later, I smoked by a car. but yeah, I was riding my bicycle home, just minding my own business, hauling ass. All of a sudden, I see this car just like jet across the road, and he T-boned me from my left. He was going from my left to right, and yeah, he T-boned me. The bike actually folded underneath. Lucky I unclipped, but the bicycle folded underneath the car. I got flung up on the top. He fucking slammed his brakes, and I went flying off and landed head first. I was also wearing a helmet. Landed head first on the ground. I look up. I landed right next to a car that was at the intersection. He's like some Mexican kid. He looks at me and just peels out and just fucking gets out of there. Doesn't help me out at all. And then first person I called was over here. I was like, yeah, just got hit by a car. He's like, what? What? Where are you? I told him where I was, and then I was like, yeah, I just got hit by a car. He's like, how's the bike? I'm like, bike's good, man. Bike was broken in half. I'm like, yeah, bike's good. I'm good to go.
I feel a little woozy.
Yeah, so then actually at my insurance settlement, the lady was like, she's like, what do you do for your job? I'm like, oh, I'm just an instructor. I'm like, why? She's like, oh, we listened to your 911 call. Because after I got hit, it was like training just took over. I'm like, yeah, from the corner of Pelham and Beale, if you move east 400 meters, you'll come into a T intersection that points to the south. I'm located at the southeast corner of that road.
Oh my gosh.
She was like, do you have any injuries? I'm like, I have abrasions to my left and right hand, a laceration on my right elbow.
You're like a medevac 9 line.
Yeah, just started going. She's like, we have a cop turning on that street now. I'm like, visual.
We need to get this.
Dude, I'm not even lying.
We need to get this 911 take because
he skipped the best part though, because when he calls me to tell me he got hit by a car, he says, "What should I do?" I'm like, "What? Call 911."
I'm like, dude, I'll just walk home. I'm good.
Call 911 and don't go anywhere until the ambulance gets there.
I need this 911 recording because you make it sound like it was so clear and concise, but it probably sounded like Shakespeare in your head, but it was probably coming out like, "Car and hit me." Friend called me.
That would be an awesome intro to this fucking podcast.
Oh, just made it
repeat. Fucking
it.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, it was
brought to you by 911 calls. 911.
What's your emergency? Yes, I was just struck by a vehicle. I am located on the south side of an east-west running road.
Hey, you ain't got to come in with all those ambulance and stuff, lights and sirens.
Dude, yeah, it was intense, but.
What was it like when you had that critical moment? You're like, wow, who am I going to call first? I like how you didn't even call 911. You're just like, I need to call this person to direct me to who I should call.
Yeah, well, you're all I have in this world. You and my dog.
Well, I'm gonna step out of the room, let you guys have your about 5 minutes.
It takes a little lower than 5 minutes. It's not that long.
Cool. Yeah, that was great start to the
get hit by a car.
Episode, whatever.
Where were you biking at?
I was just biking home from work, so I mean, if I didn't have to go to work, I would never been on the bicycle that day. So it's definitely a work-related injury. I'm gonna hopefully get 80% for that.
Yeah. Put that in your VA claim.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
Dude, can you imagine being one of those people that Northern California, or even mountainous area, and they just go on these I just want to go on this solitude bike ride. And they're saying they're getting stalked by a large cat or something.
We're not talking about that. You're trying to bring in other shit.
No, I'm just thinking about
nope.
He's talking about that. Okay,
I have to put the foot down on that. You're trying to bring another podcast into this, a different podcast.
I'm not trying to bring another podcast.
We already did the animal train. So what else? What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Yeah, but can you imagine just talking about a story in the woods and then a large cat starts talking?
Come on. Damn it. If you guys want to talk about large cats, go ahead. We're turning this podcast into a whole series of episodes about animals.
You have to air this until a month from now, a month or two. You can air this next year.
I love talking about cats.
Yeah.
Caution like turbulence, small behind a heavy. It's my love life right there.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just really anxious to talk about the guy that choked out the cat, but we have to do it now.
That's...
Let's just keep rapping until we hit a subject that sticks, because we're eventually got something that sticks, and we're going to...
Yeah. This is all, I can fucking leave this in or cut it out.
No, you're going to cut this out.
I'm like a surgeon in this shit. Botch surgeon, like fucking plastic surgery gone wrong.
A surgeon in Mexico?
Yeah.
Like they come to you for the cheap surgery?
Price, yeah.
And you'll do about 70% of the same good job.
And only work on the old people.
So if you had one altering surgery that you could choose from, what would it be? What would you have done to you?
Wait, can we be more specific?
No, we want you to be vague. If you could have one physically altering surgery,
What you saying,
You're
man?
done.
Do I need surgery?
what would you choose? What are your insecurities?
I don't know.
Liposuction. I'm jump starting that train.
I don't know, man. What about you?
I don't know. Probably like suck a little juice on my titties and
That's liposuction.
That's you could just do that
Yeah, it's all
right
the same
now.
thing. You guys are missing the opportunity here. Fucking robot limbs. All right, take an arm, take a leg, don't care which.
Jackhammer feet.
Yeah.
I can get down with the legs.
I was going to guess you'd want a larger penis, but you're married, so you don't need that. Married for love.
I would do. I was talking about today.
I think I would do hair. I would like try to find the perfect haircut and make it stop and then stay, and then that'd be it. Have your hair. You don't have to get a haircut.
I was like, "What's wrong with your hairline?"
No, there's nothing wrong with it. Once you find the perfect hair, there's a way you can like stop it.
What happens? Does it fall off like a tree or something like that when it gets to?
No, there's nothing wrong with my hair.
It just doesn't grow.
No, but like the life of a haircut, you like initially you get cut, you hate it, and then like maybe like a week later, you're like, oh man, okay, this is good, and then a week later, you're like, all right, it's getting too long, too shaggy. Gotta find that perfect medium. If I could find that, that'd be awesome.
So my hair once every 2 months.
So is that like
Yeah,
finding that,
maybe
stopping it being scalped, and then surgically implanting a wig onto your head that has
Yeah, or taking a very
You'd have to get
or
scalped.
or like measuring some type of machine that can measure every like follicle of hair that you have, and then making that, and then you probably have to get scalped, and then
I need Jeremy a little bit
Throw him.
closer to his mic. That's good. You can bring it
I
to
think
yourself.
that's what I would do.
My mic sounds nice.
I think that's what I do. I mean,
They used to do that to us when we were training.
Oh, to the Lonely Island. My mic sounds nice. Check one over it. Be like, okay, everybody do radio checks. Like, make sure your radios are good to go. Play that shit over that.
My mic sounds nice. Check 2.
So haircuts. I think I would do. We were talking about today the brain implants for the cyborg brain implants that make you real smart. You can pull up data in your eyeballs and shit. That'd be cool.
you want a HUD?
Yeah,
Walk
it's just
around
like
Terminator.
Elon Musk is doing it.
He's doing what?
Cybernetic implants
Fuck
into your
Elon
brain.
Musk. Hate that
It's a
bastard.
new company started in 2016. So
you
you
want to go cyborg legs and arms?
Just one.
Just one? What are you doing?
Too many. You don't feel human anymore. Like,
which
Let's
arm
say-
would it
I don't
be?
know. I got a piece of metal.
Well-
Do you use this more than the other?
think about which
arm?
power you're trying to gain. Like, let's say I'm trying to live the good life. Okay, take the leg, give me a solid over back leg that's got immense power, and then I secretly go in and be a kicker in the NFL.
Ooh.
Did you see that new punter that Miami just signed?
Yeah,
He's like
insane.
He's 6'4", like 220. He looks like a
I'm
linebacker.
saying, like, wouldn't you take a robot leg if you can kick
Kicks
for
out of the
$1.5 million a year?
Dude, I'm not lying, dude.
in the
He is
NFL?
huge.
Yeah, I would take. Yeah, that'd be
You know what I mean? Like,
sweet.
because like you go, okay, I'm gonna go with my right arm because I want to throw a football over the mountains. You know what I mean? Like, okay,
Okay.
that's got a limit to it, and you're gonna take hits. And I'm a little bitch, so. I
But
wanna
with
avoid the
a
hits.
robot leg, you could fucking kick their heads off as they come and go. Would the cybernetic leg implant? Would it look like a robot leg, or would it be a?
No, it'd be like
Yeah,
kind of
it's
like
not
Terminator,
really
where like you'd have the skin over it, where you
Okay.
wouldn't really be able to tell.
Yeah.
T1000.
But every now and again,
2000.
everyone on the team would hear that sound as you. And they're like, what
Yeah.
the hell? Why do we always hear that when that dude's around?
And you could get like replacement covers, and so to impress your friends, you cut the fucking skin off and just pull your leg
Yeah.
off like a sock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He gets like a Burberry.
Bloody and
He's like,
shit.
I gotta get a Burberry knee.
Look at this dude.
Oh, that guy right there? They're gonna run. Oh,
He's all tatted up. Just
that's a punter?
What team's he on?
He's
He got signed to college.
He got signed to
University of
Miami.
Miami.
Yeah.
He's a tatted up freak.
Yeah, he's this giant Australian dude.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite.
What about you, dude? Oh, you said the liposuction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because I care about my body.
But wouldn't you want something more permanent? Like, what if I could put little robotic nanobots in you that just ate fat, that just chewed up fat as it started to store itself?
What do they do when they're done? Like when they're
They
done?
just keep
there's-
circulating around, and they identify fat buildups
You
when they
gotta-
start to build, and you just
So it would be
What if they die?
fat buildup.
What if they run out of batteries? And I got a bunch of fucking nanobots.
They're powered by.
Floating around my fat
you
cells.
gotta feed them more fat, so that's
They're
why you
powered
can
by
eat more
fat.
fat. Yeah, so you can eat fat.
But do
and-
they? If they like get you down to 3% body fat, do they keep going until you're completely like, just muscles and fucking vascular?
Well, they're smart, and you can set them to whatever the percentage you're looking for. Test your blood as it swims around and knows like what your body fat percentage is.
Like, oh wow, this guy had 10 funnel kicks tonight. Well, we're gonna be working overtime here.
I still would go with cybernetic brain implant.
Yeah, I would definitely not go with nanobots. They scare the shit out of me. Alexa fucking blows my mind. She's the realest form of magic I've ever seen. Just ask her anything. Or if you don't ask her anything, she just answers. It's weird.
I mean, Siri's probably listening right now. Shit.
It's not Siri, it's the Chinese.
Every episode has had some racial shit on it. Every single one.
I can get started. Even though, for the record, I am not racist. I love everybody.
Every racist thing that's ever been said has started with that. I'm not racist, but
I know you're going to cut that out. So.
Or am I?
Yeah, but don't you go camping or hiking every weekend?
No.
Okay.
No, once in a while.
But you do a lot of solo camping trips, right?
No, not solo. I usually bring my dog. At Achilles Hikes. Instagram.
Is that what it is now?
Achilles Hikes.
Achilles Hikes.
But it's private because of stalker issues.
Stalker issues.
You
Go
got
with
a
that.
stalker?
That's a good topic.
It was...
Good topic. Let's do it.
You have a stalker?
Dude, it wasn't a stalker really. It was just girls that really liked my dog that was sending me messages. And as soon as they saw that I had a girlfriend, they were screenshotting stuff, and they were trying to send my brand new girlfriend stuff.
Dude, girls are crazy like that.
Yeah, I know. Newsflash: women are crazy.
No, but that meme is just like, oh hey, they can't freaking know how to cook or find the kitchen, but Laura, they can like find the girl that liked your picture, even though we're blood type.
Okay, racism's okay, but sexism. Oh, that's where I draw the line. It's 2019. They have rights now.
That's where we went wrong.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it's crazy how they can. They're professional stalkers. Like they can do that shit. They're like, oh, I know where this bitch lives. I got you, girlfriend.
Yeah. So. Anyway, account's now private, but
I thought you were gonna be like driving to work with freaking like remember the movie Hook with like a knife and the freaking letter through the door or something. And be like, I know where you live, bitch. Like,
oh no, it's not that kind of stalker.
oh, well, you're having to go camping.
No, yeah, everything. Yeah, how did we get to this from camping? No, everything these days are all done via social media. So
hands on, man. It's like a fucking internet troll.
It's like they make those. You see those games on Instagram now, where you can walk in on your boyfriend cheating and then catch him in the act.
Oh, in which way do you have sex with him and the girl, or do you kick him out?
Yeah, it's like people just want to be part of some sort of drama,
There's a bunch of porn like that.
Yeah,
too.
whether it's fabricated or not. They're just like, yeah, there is porn like that.
well, do you think we're naturally drawn to drama then?
No, I think women are naturally drawn to drama.
I'd argue that a lot of dudes like it too, but they like it in a very particular way, right? So lots of dudes create situations
the
where
thrill.
there's drama in it because they still want to thrive on it, but more so they can act like they don't want the drama.
Wait, what kind of dudes? The guys with flannels that actually go in the woods, or guys with flannels that have man buns and trimmed beards?
Well, probably both.
It's definitely the latter.
But most of the dudes who have flannels and go in the woods don't have an Instagram account, so they don't have to deal with it.
I don't
How
have Instagram.
how else are they
Without
going to take photos of their fucking tuna fish sandwich and post it up in their artisan fucking sandwich shop?
See, that's the dude with the flannel and the man bun and the trimmed beard.
Oh, the guy. Usually, yeah, you're saying the guys with the flannel that actually goes in the wood.
in a nice stout IPA.
I don't know. I think when I was doing the Tinder game, like I got a thrill off of like almost kind of being caught. For instance, there was one situation. I had a online girl over at my house.
Physically or digitally?
No, she was
She said
there.
online.
No, she was there. Anyway, I do not remember what she looked like, or do not remember what her name was. And my roommate was also like sharing the common space with me. Well, he goes off in the office to go talk to his girlfriend across the country, and he was probably in there for about 30 minutes. Well, he comes out, and I'm like, "Hey, Jacob, this is Brenda," and it was a completely different girl. In the time that he had gone to the office to make that phone call to that girl, I had literally finished up with one girl, got her in her car, moved her out, and had a new one in the chute, and just met her, brought her into the house, and that was master deconfliction level. And I got rushed from it. I'm like, wow, like, man, if this transaction happens where this girl's leaving, this girl's coming out, like, oh, it was an odd rush.
You got a rush from that?
I oddly got a rush from that.
This is
I
also-
got gonorrhea from that.
I think we're hearing the story how FC got AIDS.
Oh, I didn't even tell you about that. I told some of the other guys.
You got AIDS? Oh no, I know about this.
No, you don't. I haven't told anyone about this yet.
So much about to tell
Do you
1,000
know
people.
about this?
I'm
No,
not sure
you
yet.
do not.
No, I don't.
Jeremy's
So-
like, I know everything.
This happened this last Saturday while I was camping. Or I wasn't camping, but I went out fly fishing, and I did the remote EMT stuff. So I always have a medical kit with me.
And a defibrillator.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I don't have a defibrillator, but
you can't say you. Call 911.
Yeah. No, but I do. I just have like a remote medical kit with me. I carry it with. Anyway, I heard some. Where I went fly fishing was in a creek that allows a lot of like people to go cliff diving and swimming. And even though it's February, Fossil Creek, even though it's February, a lot of people still go swimming there because it's 65 degrees. The water's not that bad. I was standing in it, but I heard some screaming, and I ran up, like, it was pretty close to me. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I ran up there, and then there was like this girl screaming like she had slipped and fell and busted her head on the ground. And I walked up and started like, I was like, hey, are you okay? She's like, the other one was just drunk and just crazy. She's like, oh yeah, no, I don't know what's going on. She was hammered. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I just calmed down, started talking to the lady, started helping her out, and started patching her up on her head. I don't have gloves or anything, but I have like this open little, like a scab and stuff. And I got some blood on myself, some of her blood on myself. And then as I'm doing like the medical history talk, hey, do you have this? Or how are you doing? Do you have any history of diabetes or anything? The girl's like, she's got HIV. And I was like, what? So I mean, I had an open scab on my hand, and I had her blood on me, so I went into the water and just like rubbed it off. And yeah, I didn't even go camping that night. I just came back. I just came here, and I was just like, didn't even talk to the other guys that were here. I just was like, oh man, just feeling sick and stuff. So that stuff doesn't even pop up for 2 or 3 to 6 months. So I'm fucking scared.
Oh, wow.
More scared than when
I guess that's good that at least they were at least honest about it and be like, hey.
They were drunk. Of course they were honest. Who knows if they were honest about it? But I did a bunch of research, and it's a very small chance that you can actually get it.
Yeah, unless it was like directly in the wound. Plus, it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, because this was bleeding. This was bleeding on the flight. Like,
well, if it's airborne, like if it's in the air, it kills the fucking shit really quick.
Isn't that the ironic part? You were literally trying to do like provide medical help, and like you're like, oh hey, here's some HIV for that.
It does happen. So yeah, that scares.
Yeah, it sucks.
It scares me. But
oh, this episode gone a little dark. Well, we're gonna miss you, bud.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, if I get sick, I'm not gonna get help. I'm just gonna go.
Well, one of us is going to be listening to Queen for the rest of his life. Damn. I would say that
this is a farewell.
Wait, why does it have to be Queen? Why couldn't it be like Easy?
Journey?
Is it Eazy-E?
Magic Johnson.
He died of AIDS.
But
FBA, dude.
yes,
Full blown
Kiss
AIDS.
doesn't
No,
have to
dude,
be.
you're gonna be Magic Johnson if you ever rap because he survived. You're good.
Yeah. All right, Calvin's crushing it.
Can I have one more there, Joe? Just one. I'm not trying to get fucking blitzed on water. I should have got more
We
beer.
got Bullet.
Yeah, but I got to drive back. I can't get into the hard alcohol right now.
You don't.
Huh?
We have a bed here for you.
I gotta give the car to.
Get up early.
I always wake up early, unless I'm drunk.
No, you're not gonna be drunk. You have to drink.
Mustard and mayonnaise. I would love to get Hamsky, but I'm irresponsible. If you didn't know that already, I'm very irresponsible.
First time we ever went TDY via work,
Yeah.
you got a one leg with your arms and hands up, or your one foot, and you're like,
fucking...
and you're gonna kick that pilot, or whatever his name was. Was he an army guy?
Yeah, but it used to be a loose cannon? Is that what it's?
You?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're nuts. You still are nuts.
a little bit. I don't do the same shit though. Not on that level.
I love how you just get fired up on your Instagram stuff, and then you're like, yeah, I don't really care.
At the end, I go through this big fucking long-winded thing, and I'm like,
I fucking hate everyone. And you're like, yeah, I don't really care about any of that. I just wanted to say that.
well, it's true. I don't really care, but I want to say that you're all a bunch of dickheads.
If you're out there on Instagram loving everyone, I also want to let you know that I hate everyone. And that's my brand.
But people buy it.
Welcome to Violent Professional
We're
Podcast.
not here to talk about Aries, though.
I'm sorry, what is Aries?
I don't know.
Who is Aries?
You know who Achilles is? We're watching Troy. Look at that face.
It's like a weird, obscure fucking freeze frame.
Yeah.
This fucking thing is blasting against us.
Can we talk about Mars Clothing and the non-violent unprofessionals?
Like, your company you want to make, or the people that rip the shit off? You just gotta get a little bit closer to the mic.
Our plan to start a shadow Instagram, completely mocking all the stuff from the violent professional stuff, was Mars Clothing, and then non-violent unprofessional being the motto, and just do completely like mockumentary style. Nonstop.
It'd be legal. It's on the name and everything.
Yeah, but then we were talking about out here, and then a fucking company did that. They thought it was cool to take the fucking violent professional and turn it into professionally violent. Bunch of turds. Fuck those dudes.
Speaking of which, do you still have that nickname, Turd?
No, that
Did that die shortly after we left?
No, the name's been buried. No,
Did it hurt your feelings?
no, it didn't. Honestly, I didn't really mind it. It came in it was all
Turd Ferguson.
It was context. Okay, so that right there. Okay, so the only problem is that it just got down to just straight up turd. And I was like,
It was Turd Ferguson when I first heard it from old boy that's now out in North Carolina.
So I was around when they started calling you turd,
Jamie.
like,
No.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's when I first heard it. It was Turd Ferguson for a little while, and then it just got down to Turd.
yeah. The problem is, I was like, man, that was like,
That's not even a cool nickname.
yeah.
You never call somebody Turd Ferguson because you like them.
I liked him, and I still call him Turd Ferguson. I thought it was I thought it was a nickname that he had for his whole life. So I was like,
Turd Ferg.
it's kind of like you guys all call me by my wrong last name, but I don't fight it.
Yes, you do all
No.
the time.
Well,
You
but I know
correct me everything, every grammatically thing, everything in that's not grammatically
Everything
correct.
grammatically
you can't say.
thing.
No.
You and
Shut your mouth. Will correct you. Sorry, beep will correct you on the spot about it.
Well,
Nonstop.
I studied grammar just to correct people because it pisses people off.
Yeah.
Where'd you study it? In
well-
school with books.
No, not school. I studied it in Wikipedia because
There's this motherfucking trolls and they're like fixing it because Wikipedia you can change the pages.
No, yeah,
for them.
you it's like the Book of Mormon, just changes. But yeah, you can you can literally write whatever you want about anything, so you know you're getting the best information. It's from The Office.
Yeah.
Michael Scott.
He was talking about Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
remember that episode.
It was when he was talking about interview tactics because Daryl was coming in to ask him for a raise,
Oh yeah.
and then Daryl found out that he makes almost more money than Michael.
Yeah. But yeah, Turd Ferg, man. It's, well, it was one of those things where, like, hey, they call you that. Like, the more you fight it, the more it's going to stick.
Just like a real turd.
Yeah, exactly. 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 Which,
So
unfortunately,
how did you get away from it? Let's talk about redemption.
Okay, well, it's funny you mentioned that. So I did a couple deployments. We're our former organization, and I came back and it was like, hey, there was a reorg to the teams. And I went to your old team, and it was like, hey, I have like a pre-renowned like team sergeant. And I was like, okay, fuck this shit. I'm gonna like put my foot down. I'm tired of it. Like I have more, I have more deployments than all these little fuckers calling me Turd-ferg. I've actually dropped a bomb. Like I've actually done this shit. I was just like, no, I'm tired of this shit. So I asserted my try to assert like, hey, no, I'm not gonna be this person that wants to be one respected, two actually to grow up in my career field and be known as that. So I squashed that shit. And one way of doing it, unfortunately, it involved fighting some teammates. Yeah, it's.
I was gonna say, do you demand respect or earn respect?
No, fist or sword.
And if you kick the shit out of him, you definitely earned it.
No, there was a situation at a shooting school, so we reorged, and it was kind of this new team, and everyone.
You had to fight a teammate.
Just don't get into too much of how that shit happened, so I don't have to delete a whole section.
No, it was like we all kind of got picked and scrapped into a new team, and everyone's trying to do this butt sniffing phase. We're trying to figure out where each other are on the totem pole. Yeah, you're trying to figure out hey, where's this guy's talent? Where's this guy's experience? Where's this guy's capability? Like where are you at on the team? You know, is he reliable? Yeah, all the different factors that go into a team. Anyway, so we go to one course, and we're boozing.
What state? Can you say what state?
Mississippi.
Yeah. No, it's just
No, we go to a course in Mississippi.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. You can talk about shit. It's just
about halfway during the week. We play this certain game called the Wizard Staff, where you drink beers and stack them.
Been there.
Oh yeah, we know exactly what we're talking about. Anyway, so I think came time to make my. I hit my 10th beer, and it was time to make my roll. And there was one team.
There's a rule at a 10th beer or something.
So the way the Wizard Staff works is. You buy a case. It's kind of like a case race. You start immediately at 4. Trust me, you want to start early because it's a shit show by 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So you start at 4, and the way it goes is you buy duct tape and a case of beer to yourself. Usually a light beer is good. And what you do is the first person to 10 beers.
What?
No, you drink beer, and then when you get done with the beer,
this is a good time for an interruption.
No, you drink a beer, and when you get done with that beer, you open up another one, but you duct tape it on top of the beer you just crushed.
Yeah, you make a wizard staff.
You make a staff. And after 10, the first person to 10 beers is labeled the wisest wizard. And
how fast do you get to 10 beers?
Ooh, depends on a lot of different factors there. You have to have the beer, how thirsty were you, what's your tolerance.
But how fast can someone get to 10 beers? How fast did you get to 10 beers this night?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
What I wanted to say...
I'm sure you can do it in about an hour. I'm sure easily you can do it. You're throwing back in... I'd say about an hour is good. Your belly filled up.
That's the point I was talking about earlier. 10 beers is 120 ounces of beer.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is to drink 128 fucking ounces of water? We can't do that at all. But they asked us to do it. Beer, we're just we can fucking just crush these beers right away. They're gone. What the fuck?
Very true.
What were you going to say, Jerry?
Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
What I was going to say, it was more about the inflection he used when he talked about usually light beer's good. It was very...
Inflection? The tone in the voice?
Yeah,
that would be defined as the pitch according to the PDG.
The pitch?
Pitch.
Pitch. Up. The way he said it was very... it was like you're running a cooking show and you're trying to tell me how much oregano to put in something.
Are you Italian?
No.
Why the hell are you talking about oregano?
Anyway, so you drink 10 beers and you're the wisest wizard. First one to do it. And then when you get to 10 beers, you make a rule. So usually the wisest wizard makes the first rule. And so the first rule could be before you say anything, you have to say something completely arbitrary
banana hammock.
Yeah, exactly. Be banana hammock. Hello, or
it's kind of like Uno, but with beers.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So then
Bruno,
and then
Bruno.
But the thing is, yeah, but the thing
Bruno.
Is, or it could be or the rule could be, all right, wizard. The first rule is you must now drink from the left hand. Okay, so all right, so everyone wants to drink from the left hand. If you get caught out for not drinking from the left hand, then you have to take a drink. So then usually by then you're doing this with like 12, 15 people. Dudes. Yes. And then the second rule comes. So now you got to remember, I now need to drink from a left hand and put my hat backwards. And if my hat isn't backwards, then you drink. And then you get to the third person.
I don't get the punishment of drinking because you're already doing it. So is it like you have to chug a Smirnoff Ice or something like that? What's the punishment in drinking? I always thought that was a silly thing.
Oh, no. But
we're playing a drinking game.
No. Sorry. The drinking punishments are usually pretty foul. Like, hey, if you don't do this, then you must drink from
like
this running shoe. Or hey,
that's fucking gross.
Yeah, or you have to start throwing hard alcohol. You gotta take. No one wants to take a hard shot when they're drinking beer.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the better rules was, or you must address everyone as Wizard, Wizard Mike or Wizard Fred, Wizard Jeff, and they're like, drink. So the next thing you know, you start getting like 10 rules, and everyone's just trying to follow the rules, and you have to do something weird. There's one of them that's pretty good. You have to use your staff your wizard staff as a cane, and you have to walk like you're old and weary, like hello, wizard. Anyway, so finally,
silly, dude.
No, it's silly. It's silly. I guess you have to be there.
Wizard. Come.
Well, okay, before we get lost, go ahead and get us to how Turd Ferguson got eliminated.
Yeah, we're kind of off on it.
No, I didn't get eliminated. No, I got to
You kicked the shit out of some people.
No, you didn't get eliminated, but how did you kill that dude?
Or I didn't kill anyone. No, it came
down to you dropped a bomb on someone.
Yeah.
What? No.
Turd Ferguson was the inner you. You had to kill it.
You killed the name.
And then resurrected yourself.
No, there wasn't just one moment. There's multiple moments.
Turd Ferguson ain't no Jesus. He ain't getting resurrected. How?
Well, it came time to make my rule, and I forgot what my rule was. It was probably something stupid because I was like,
"Is this how you lost it?" Or
you said drink with your left hand.
What?
You said drink with your left hand.
Oh no, I don't know what my rule was.
I've been drinking with my left hand this whole fucking time.
That's not hard.
What the fuck?
It came time to state my rule, and then someone who wasn't even one of the teammates who wasn't even playing. That guy had kind of contentious, feel or.
Tell me you're gonna get into where you guys got into a fight, and this is how you lost it. Because I'm confused about how you lost it. Still, your name Turd Ferguson.
Well, I'm talking about this is like one of the starts that I did.
Okay.
I think
that's where I was lost. I think. Yeah.
No, this is one of the moments he kept trying to interrupt me or whatever, and I was like, "Hey, shut the fuck up!" And he was like,
and everybody's like, "Oh
no!" And they're like, "Oh, you're Turd Ferguson." And I'm fine.
And you ain't got no nipples.
Actually, so what happened?
What?
Actually, so what happened was
you ain't got no titties.
Actually, one of the other teammates, some of the other teammates were already boozing pretty heavy, and they were actually kind of shoving. We're like, all right, let's go. We live in this little, the house. So we went to the backyard.
You're like, let's go to the bathroom and kiss. Yeah.
First one to stop is losers.
Hey, the boys are back.
There they are.
God. We were just peeking.
Nice. Anyway, so you go to the backyard.
So we go to the backyard, and actually there's a showdown. There are two other teammates just having at it. I'm like, all right.
Like a no shit brawl?
No, they were just it was obviously you go until submission or do you go till tap, right? And then the next person they're like, yeah, you, let's get in there and wrestle. Wrestle. Well, finally, I was like, the guy who was refereeing, I was like, hey man, Tyler, I want him next, and call him out because he's just sitting there just watching nothing.
Tyler?
His name was Tyler.
You can tell me later.
Yeah. Well. I'm like, hey.
I can't wait to get Drew. Or, I mean, the guy with the mustache. One of those guys with the mustaches on there.
And I was like, hey, Tyler. I told the ref, I'm like, hey, I want him next. Because he's just sitting there watching. Not drinking. You! Yeah, basically. And he's like, oh, gladly. I'll set it up. Well, obviously, the round got done. And then he's like, hey, Tyler, Turd Ferg wants you.
Turd Ferg wants you. Keep going. Tyler wants you.
Yeah. So it's like, oh. And he's just like, oh, shit. He thought he was just observing, and then it was just like, yeah, talk shit, get hit, bitch. So I called him out.
I know this guy?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. He has a certain YouTube video where he puts his ankles to his ears and farts on command.
That's fucking gross.
Yeah. Anyway. So I called him out.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It was before he joined.
Well, I'm going to beep his name anyway, so great effort.
How long have we
or
been going?
execution. 55 minutes.
Oh, dude,
Sir, we got a half
some
hour.
of these stories aren't gonna make it, so we're just talking.
We got a half hour of good audio right now. We can go a little bit further with the intro, depending on how I do it, or I promote some shit selfishly. We'll have. That's not how you say it. Selfishly.
Selflessly.
Selflessly.
Shellfish.
I studied grammar. I studied grammar on Wikipedia, so I can help you out.
Which I wrote half of that page, so you're fucked.
Damn it!
So we've got a good half hour so far. The first part where everybody's getting a little weird about their ethnic background that might get cut out.
Well, you can. There's some good stuff, but we gotta get these guys in here.
I could probably take a break from listening. Somebody could get on my headset and use this mic, and I'll just make sure that the fucking audio is good to go.
Hey, DJ.
And I'll just talk into it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take a break as well because I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Number
Let's all
one,
take a
number
break.
one and number two.
Number none, your business. MacGruber.
Hey everybody, Mike from the Violent Professional Podcast, but you already knew that because you're listening to this shit show of an episode. I want to take a few minutes in this intermission of this 4-hour-long recording session that we split up into 3 separate episodes to talk about 2 different organizations. One, you probably know about, AriesClothing.com. And on that website, we sell interesting and unique t-shirt designs that have deep meaning other than the face value of them. Started by 2 veterans from the Washington area. When we created the brand, we were trying to do something different than the standard stuff you see on every single fucking veteran company out there that just springs up left and right. So go check out our website, www.ariesclothing.com, see what we're about, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Next, I want to talk a little bit about TaskDev. TaskDev is short for Task Development Group, and what we are is 4 distinct teams that sponsors veterans to become team members and become mentors within the veteran community to prove that success is possible regardless of your circumstance and situation once you transition out of service. You can find out more at www.taskdev.org. That's spelled TaskDev.org. And I appreciate you checking out this episode. We're going to get back to the show in a minute. Just please comment and leave us a good rating on iTunes or any of the other platforms that you listen to this podcast on. Those comments and the likes and everything else, they all help us grow in the grand scheme of the algorithm spider that is infested all over social media and whatnot. So we would appreciate a good rating. And if you don't like it, you can put a bad rating on it, but hopefully you don't. Hopefully you enjoyed your time wasted on this episode. But anyway, back to the show.
What did we end on?
We ended on MacGruber.
He didn't answer. Yeah, he didn't answer the question about this.
No,
Yeah, you never finished Turd
You
Ferguson.
motherfuckers kept interrupting me.
Yeah,
Well,
but
dude,
it was a good
No
story.
offense, but it was almost a
didn't
woman-like story. Like, it just drug on.
And you're trying to
Yeah.
beat around the bush.
I can only listen to your about your.
At least we're balanced out now. Now we have 3 on 3.
Okay, all right. I'll shorten up my stories, but I'm not gonna finish that story because it was drug out for too long and we can't finish it.
You don't want to tell about it. Talk about it.
It's
No,
okay.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, it's all right. But what I've learned is that you need to share everything over the air. In the short 55 minutes we've been doing this, I've shared how I got HIV, I've shared how I got hit by 2 cars, and why my mom has PTSD because of being an EMT.
And all of those are combined at the same time, basically.
Yes, it was pretty much.
Your mom, I didn't know your mother was an EMT.
You're not.
But
doing
she was an
right.
EMT for
You
a
don't
little
have a
while
podcast
until she
group.
was the lead EMT on my on the call where I got my head ran over by the car.
No way.
Yeah, she showed up. Well, Drew was an EMT. Damn it!
was.
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
was an EMT for 3.5 years.
You gotta talk into the mic.
I was a EMT for about 3.5 years.
I took my
In the lovely Pacific
EMTB test,
Northwest.
and
What you should do is talk about how that one. You're like, what you told me on Saturday when I told you my story about the HIV. You were like,
Oh yeah.
you were like,
If you ever see, unless it's like obviously a drastic situation, like one of the guys we knew, like a car was on fire and he helped pull this lady out, and then recently my stepdad saw an accident, car on fire, and he couldn't pull the guy out, and he just watched the guy burn alive.
Fuck.
your stepdad. He's from the PNW, right?
Yeah, correct.
So he's not a real man.
Well, no, he's a good. He's a
No, I'm just kidding. He's a good
salt of the earth kind of dude. He's a good guy.
But talk about that
Oh,
drunk
why-
dude
why-
and the chick.
Oh yeah, so I pulled up on It was a chick had ran right through a T intersection and smashed into a telephone pole.
Good for her.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you let them drive.
I pulled over and I went to see what was up, and her head was just split right open, and she's like, "I've been drinking and I don't know what to do." And I just walked up and like pushed her split head together. And started, asking her questions, because obviously she has a head injury, and then like her fucking boyfriend shows up and is like, "You better not call the fucking cops."
What a fucking douchebag.
Yeah, and he's like, "Get your hands off my girlfriend." like you're going to cup bleeding from her head. She could have a concussion, possible neck injury. Her car is totaled, and he's like, "Oh, we got it taken care of," and all this other shit. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this guy. And even when I called the cops, they were like, "Oh, well, if you want to hang out there," and it was like, I thought I would be this person that's like, "Oh, I'm going to help somebody in need." And then after that, I was like, fuck these people.
Fuck everybody.
Yeah. And then working in EMS for that long, like pretty much every single person that you work with is so bitter in life because you just see the worst. Not a normal person doesn't call 911.
Yeah, you see all the marginal, like, awful shit that's out there.
And normal people don't call 911 unless it's really bad. Only like the shittiest people alive call 911 all the time.
Got in speed dial number 2 next to Papa John's.
Just speed dial 911.
Sometimes multiple times during one day. Just drug seekers and
they want morphine or.
They know the right things to say to get the right drugs. Hey man, I stubbed my toe.
Can I get some drugs?
Yes. Oh.
Hey guys, just so you know the rules. If you have to drop a name, don't do it because he has to bleep it out.
Yeah, it's real hard work. You gotta fucking copy and paste some shit.
Jaguar growls.
Yeah. He's got like
back there making
some stories about that, like doing the airlift shit
Dan the man
for the civilian EMTs. He'd fly the helicopter and then the EMTs were in the back. But it was like you get the same motherfuckers just wanting drugs all the time. Fucking smash their car on purpose so they could get fucking hooked up.
Yeah, it was because I worked in the lovely South Tacoma Way area.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Classy area.
For a time period up near, what is that highway that goes up to Crystal Mountain?
Bush Highway. No.
420?
420. 428?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
512 takes you to towards Buckley and everything.
King County.
One of the roads.
Yeah. So the worst area though was definitely.
That's where Mr. Hands happened up there.
Where?
Who? Mr. Hands.
What's Mr. Hands?
The dude that got.
Is that your uncle that we were talking about earlier?
You never heard of Mr. Hands?
You talking about the guy with the glass bottle?
No. That was I think that was another shock video. Mr. Hands is a guy that got fucked by a horse, and
that was in Buckley, Washington.
Buckley.
And the state of Washington, bestiality was not illegal at the time.
That's right. Yeah.
You could
They had those.
They had a whole.
ranches,
They had a whole underground bestiality ring where instead of it being like a swingers club, it's fucking gross.
Yeah. Back to the real thing. If I'm trying to score some smack, if I hit a small Asian family and be like, "I'm fucked up. I can get some ketamine, a little fentanyl. You can hook me up, right?"
Are you talking about me or an Asian family?
I don't know. You're an EMS guy.
I don't know what that has to do with shit.
It doesn't have anything to do with it.
But you're talking about like all the people just like call 911 just to get like company.
Because I had a bitter partner who would not deal with that shit. So if it was us, they would be like, "Oh, I'm not sick anymore," but because they knew that my partner had worked for like 20 years, he definitely hated everybody. He was a good dude though.
Great dude. Great guy. Very cynical, but love the dude.
That was my short-lived time as a EMT, but you see a lot of crazy shit.
Who was the EMT? Was the EMT buddy the one that ran up on Mr. Hands? Like, do you call 911 after you get fucked in the ass by a horse?
That I don't know.
I want to hear that 911 call.
It wasn't that good. It wasn't as good as my last one.
What would that 911 call be like? Did he call 911? Like, something's wrong!
Why is he called Mr. Hands?
There was there was another individual there to help him guide the horse dick in his ass.
It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
We're gonna give you $5 an hour. You're the handman. Put the dick.
Maybe that's what his alias was when he called
the ass.
when they called 911. They're like, "What's your name, sir?" Mr. Hands.
He's like, no, not that Mr. Hands.
Have you actually seen the video? Am I the only person that's seen the video?
The video of him getting fucked?
I knew about it, but I never saw the video.
Well, I feel like we need to see the video and then.
No, it's
I
not.
definitely don't.
I don't want to see any videos that you have.
Terrible enough.
Have.
Well, so I'll give you a.
You don't need to give us a rundown.
Yeah,
we
get it.
How
Dude was
does one
fucked by a
get the
horse.
job of being the handman?
I said it could have been the alias. He couldn't think of a name
I don't know.
during the 911 call.
Well, we know
So he just went with Mr.
He pops
Hands.
it in and he's like, Mr. Hands. Like, throws it down, spirit fingers.
Well, we know he's still alive.
gross.
Well, we know he's still alive, so who knows? For all we know, he applied for a Starbucks and like wrote handyman on his fucking like prior employee service, and he got hired. So right now he's probably serving Americanos to some hippie.
Imagine
somewhere.
that resume. What'd you do with over your fucking job, your career experience? And he's like, insert cocks.
No,
and
No, he would be
Well, I was a
assistant to the
paperboy,
regional manager
and then
because he was an assistant in the process.
He was
Got
the
it mixed into the
manager.
horse.
Yeah, I guess up in the Pacific
Assistant.
Northwest, man. Yeah, he's probably like he's corporate
His
level now.
positive traits are can-do attitude, and will help in any way possible.
Got a real can-do attitude.
Oh my God. Out of all his clients, he's ensured 98% success rate. Whatever. What happened to that 2%? Well, there's a video out there, kind of leaked, but
Internet's forever.
no. I mean, yeah, it's on a server somewhere forever. You can't run for president. No, let's run for president.
I don't think the dude that takes horse dicks by the hand is going to ever run for president.
Dude, the
Maybe a
fact,
4-H or something.
the fact that you have now said that, I am not going to go into politics right now, but you never know.
I don't know. We're not
It
gonna
is Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hillary takes horse dicks, and she made it. She almost got it.
Dude, I heard she's a vagine eater. Vagine and Bob's kind of girl.
What?
Who did
Yeah.
you hear this from?
One of
One of my buddies.
my
A
friends.
close source.
My buddy told me, but I never fact checked
Yeah,
it, so obviously
yeah.
it's true.
He found it on the internet, so it has to be true. We know
Wikipedia.
60% of
Yeah,
all-
it was a link on Wikipedia from the grammar page.
60% of all
the
facts
website called The Onion.
are true. Found on the internet.
Okay, well, I guess it's not true because you guys said it isn't.
So anyway, where did it come from?
It came from a person who got like literally a brief from a Secret Service member, and they were bullshitting together, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't like working for her because she is probably not even gonna be air because we'll fucking have an accidental like suicidal hellfire twice on us and be like, oh, anyway." But I guess this one of the Secret Service members was working for her, and apparently one of the close details of her said like, "Hey, she used to go in the limo in like New York somewhere and
And
go
just munch box.
yeah, and meet someone and pick up someone. Yeah, like no shit, and like take the
Go on the Craigslist.
Oh my
Well,
god,
her and Trump could have found common ground.
I know.
A woman
Yeah,
seeking a woman.
So she got in the limo and then grabbed
Looking
her right
for
by
wet
the
work.
pussy,
Yeah,
is
my,
what
yeah,
you're
my
saying.
box.
Man seeking man. Looking for wet work. Because you want a man, right?
Anyway, I'm glad you brought up Craigslist because I've thought about having a Craigslist party.
Craigslist doesn't have personals anymore. I tried multiple times the last couple of weeks. All right, I've been really, really, really craving it.
What have you been searching?
No, personals.
What kind?
Like you want to make your own or
What's
you
your
want-
appetite?
Women looking for men, men dating men, TSs, all that stuff. I'm just looking for that kind of,
Man and
I
woman.
mean,
looking
I don't
for-
want to do anything. I just want to know I can. You know what I mean?
Are you okay, Mike?
Man and woman looking for male. Be like, yeah, we're looking for a bull to come fuck my wife. Yeah, the appetite's out there. I know.
Well, I guess you are right. I probably will be single after this podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, fellas.
Hey, I offered you the out.
No, I don't take it out. I know, bitch.
So a Craigslist party, everyone invites. So all of us invite someone from Craigslist over, and yeah, see what happens.
No, fuck Craigslist. Speaking of man seeking man, one time in college, this motherfucker, either man or woman, I don't know, took some pictures of me from Facebook, which I don't have anymore, so fuck Facebook too, and decided to put it into an ad for Man Seeking Man.
Did you have the mustache?
No mustache at the time. Wish I did. Would have made it for a better story.
That's why he grew the mustache.
Exactly. So
this photo.
anyway, apparently they had my phone number as well. So they posted pictures and my phone number and said,
like a
"Man
cop-out.
seeking man, looking for a good time." And so wakes up the next morning with a load of text messages and missed phone calls from random gay dudes.
Yeah, you never responded to me.
I mean, you'd have to feel pretty good about yourself. You know,
There's a lot of dudes that like him, yeah.
Yeah,
This
you
is
went
true.
the other way. I mean, you probably wouldn't have any problems.
It was a confidence booster, which led to more mustache
It's a
rides.
different life. It's a dark time in my life.
How else can I have a mustache ride unless you grow one? So cool. We talked about talking shit about gay people, Hillary Clinton. Coming full circle.
I think it was more of just a drop of she's into that. Maybe not a bad.
Wait, who talks shit about gay people?
Homosexuals.
I don't know.
I didn't say anything bad about them. I just said they wanted to suck my dick.
Yeah,
That's what they do, right?
Check your privilege.
Yeah, but they're good dancers. So that's good.
Well, you guys can throw that on.
You throw it on.
Yeah, throw it on so you can hear yourself.
You can't hear yourself, but you can hear the other people. Like, you can't hear my
Check
microphone.
1, 2.
Yeah, you can't hear that, but
Can you hear yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
I see you broke your promise. Yes, you're drinking.
Let's talk about that.
so old boy over there and I had a bet. I lost.
How long ago was the
You
bet made?
lasted 30 days.
No, I didn't. It was like 18.
So you're saying you broke our promise, our sober buddies,
Yeah, but I'll
18
start.
days ago?
I'll start again tomorrow. I promise.
No. My heart already hurts.
Sorry.
It's all right. Didn't you have one of those last time and then you ended up in a waste management facility?
Yeah, that's another reason why I stopped drinking.
Yeah. Tell that story.
I got blamed for that.
Yeah, I
got blamed for that.
It wasn't
You are
your
to
fault.
fucking blame for that.
How?
Because you were obviously
he's
more
ta-
sober.
I got.
That is not true.
I would say
Yeah, he had
I'm
at least 8
no
Michelobs.
longer a fun person when I drink, and I got lost in downtown.
I think you're fucking hilarious when you
Phoenix,
drink.
Oh, I know. That's what I was like.
and I had to call my boss to come pick me up at 4 a.m. And I tried to jump in the man-made river or whatever river in Arizona to try and swim across because I thought I saw my hotel across the river.
Because currents don't affect a combat diver.
Nope. And then I ended up in the waste management facility trying to make my way through because that's where I think my phone was trying to lead me, which was just a stray. It was.
So you ended up
it was a
walking
dark-
through the whole...
Yeah, seeing
'Cause I didn't
garbage
hear
men
the whole story about this.
Just waving to him like, "What's up, bud? Good work, keep it up." Like I'm some sort of foreman. They're like,
I do
"Buddy." Yeah.
Yeah,
I do what I do for you.
Yeah, they gave me a weird look and waved back
Too
like
close. Sorry. It's all right. No, just... hold on
like
a
it's
second.
like it's not the
like
first
that.
like it's not the first time they've seen some random person walking
Yeah.
through the waste man and just another person dropping off some quote unquote garbage. You're in Phoenix, Arizona.
I had to come at 4 in the morning because of my shift.
And my boss picked me up and
Wait, hold on. He picked you up?
Your
yeah,
boss
he
the
ended
one
up
next to
finding
you?
me. Yes,
Oh, I did not know that. That's a new detail.
yeah, he found me.
Yeah, asshole. Thanks.
Do not get in that river. Do not cross that river.
Where are you? Do not swim the river. And B, it's not a real river. It's a dried riverbed. So you're not going to be able to swim it. It's empty.
Oh, I'll swim through it.
There's water or not, I'm swimming.
So let's go the whole night. How
do
did
it
this all-
underwater?
How did we get to that point?
Well, hold on. We can rewind a little bit.
well, how do you-
Hold on.
how do you want to do this? Like, you want to start at the end and kind of.
That's what I feel like. That's what we did. It's
like from like the other guys.
like the movie would be.
Yeah, we
You
start
go,
at the end.
"Where the fuck am I?"
Yeah,
Like calling
like
people.
Memento will just go back.
It would just be I really, really fucked up. So you're on the phone with him.
No, it was.
We flashback.
Cab driver Well, first he dropped me off at the wrong hotel. Anyways, I drank a lot
Yeah.
that night.
After
Don't remember a whole lot.
after a hiatus, if I remember correct, right?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I've tried to go sober many.
Yeah, this was definitely a hiatus. We were doing that together too.
Yeah,
But I texted you and told you.
Got off the wagon again, and I only have one speed.
Yeah.
Dante.
Similar.
You had already left at this point, and then I apparently
I was probably physically, like mentally gone at some point before I even left.
Yeah, you were. I was there to verify it.
Yep. And then
Don't say that like you haven't been there before. You're
Oh, I've
about to
been-
get there
I've
right
totally-
now.
I've
Literally
totally been there. I was
We're
actually-
watching you get to that point right
no,
now.
I'm actually about to tell the part where homeboy here stops a rape.
yeah,
Oh, for real?
True
story.
I don't know any of this
No,
shit.
dead true. He stopped a
There
rape.
was some unwanted things going on, and I broke it up with my green dot train.
Was this man on man, woman on man?
Did you
or
distract?
Woman on woman?
I don't remember what I did. All I remember, the last thing I remember,
You
is
whipped your
I
dick out and
left-
started raping him.
No, he had a mustache too, I believe.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
And I
So
ended up. I don't know if I really stopped anything. I don't remember much after that. I know I was in a cab. 'Cause one of our friends got me a cab, and then I ended up telling him I'm at the Holiday Inn over by the airport. Well, it turns out there's like 5
Yeah,
Holiday
they're right.
Inns
There's 5
over by the airport, and I ended up at the wrong one. And then I looked on my phone and was like, "Oh, it's about a mile down the street." So I take off running, not like, "Oh, I'll just follow this back." I was like, "I'm gonna make it there as fast as I possibly can." And in the wrong direction. I think I walked a total of. I checked my pace counter on my watch, and it was definitely about 25,000 steps. Burned a lot of calories that day.
Yeah.
So you're probably sober by this point.
Absolutely not.
No, Dante was still out.
Is that your alter ego?
Yeah, name not given to. It was given to me. I did not name that myself. Because if you do, you're a douche. If you give yourself your own nickname.
Yeah.
Well, rewind a little bit more from that. It's 4 a.m. I'm getting a call from you.
Wait, rewind to 4 a.m.?
Let's go back to how we got to that place where you were forward in time. Bring it back to we meet up with those dudes, and then start fucking.
Oh yeah, we went hard. It was
Yeah.
it was a good time for the first like couple hours, and then
Was that dude buying us like a shit ton of drinks too?
Oh yeah, I don't think I paid for one drink.
No, I didn't pay either.
Well, hang on. Me and left at like what, 8?
Yes.
8:30. So this is a good 7.5 hours after we'd already left.
Yes.
So that's a huge gap to fill in.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking shit.
Really, I mean, nothing really out of the ordinary happened.
We were just
at the
drinking
bar.
like fools.
We were just drinking like
Yeah.
crazy, bullshitting, having a good time. Like nothing crazy happened. I just ended up when I ended up by myself. It was
Wait, at what point were the rapey friends introduced?
about an
Almost
hour in, I think.
Before you left Top Golf or after?
After. And I was
Were
like,
they with us
I'm
or
only
we-
going to have a couple of drinks. I'll be the responsible one and have some water. And then the group of our friends showed up and were like, "Hey, you want anything to drink?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course I do."
Makers on the rocks. Make
I
it happen.
really
Make it a
don't
double.
fit. Okay. And
So we
then,
just drank our faces off and blacked out.
Yep, pretty
Okay.
much. And then I ended up lost in Phoenix.
When was that?
Probably what my boss over here told me was not probably the safest place to get lost in Arizona, which I didn't know.
Since you grew up in Arizona, right?
Correct.
So describe the place that he was actually lost at.
He was lost somewhere between a decent airport hotel and then a mile of ghetto before another decent airport hotel.
Oh, that's fucking
So
bad,
straight
dude. I know the
radius.
place you're talking about.
yeah.
It's fucking horrible.
And I ran back and forth probably 3 or 4 times between that place. Full sprint.
Just crushing cows.
Like a lost puppy.
Yep.
Just hammered, though.
Yes.
A hammered lost puppy.
Except he looks nothing like a puppy. Get a
Did you interact with
big,
him?
mean-looking dude.
I did not interact with anyone.
The worst part was when he calls me and my alarm had just gone off to get up to go to the airport.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And he's screaming at me about some dudes trying to rape somebody and that a certain individual dudes that he was out with had left him, and he's
Rapey dudes.
talking about the river, and I'm like, what is going on? I was like, so I go down, I link up with because we're linking up together, go to the airport, and I'm like, give me an intersection. He's like, okay, cool. He gives me an intersection, and he hangs up to call over here. And then me and are driving the opposite fucking direction for like 10, 15 minutes trying to find this cross street he gave us, which is nowhere near where he's actually at.
Again, I'm now sober, 1 month.
That was more than a month ago.
Yeah, I know. I did drink when I was on vacation.
You
and I say
continued the bender.
vacation, and I say vacation, but I was back home visiting family and in-laws, which then I drank every single day.
But like
Safe place,
a
though.
couple times before, a couple trips before that was the first time that we actually hung out.
Yeah.
It was your first trip, and we did some day drinking. Our boss over here comes down, and Dante's already out before the sun even goes down.
Yeah, we
Just
started
running-
drinking at like 2.
running around, and then we go out to this. Our conveniently, our hotel is right across the street from a strip club, so we decided to go across there, and we're just sitting there next to the stage. All these strippers are sitting around dancing, giving great deals on slap dances.
How's the talent?
And talent's not bad for some. Some people didn't think so. So we decided to...
Dante did not like the talent.
Yeah, so Dante and I, not paying attention to the strippers at all, are just staring back and forth at each other, just getting each other fired up about deployments, just throwing down for no reason.
Down hard.
Also, this big, mean-looking dude turns to the stage. He's like, how come these fucking strippers don't want to give me a lap dance? And I was like, I'll get one, dude. Hey, he wants a lap dance. This lady,
She was rough looking.
This
At least
lady-
what I remember.
This lady walks over. She's like, I'll give you a lap dance. He looks at her up and down from head to toe. Do you have any tattoos? She's like, I got this one. Get the fuck out of here. Like, no wonder they don't want to give you a lap dance.
Strip club
Mind
stores
you,
are
this is
fire.
after, once again, I was drugged from South Phoenix to Scottsdale to drag these dudes out and had to stop Dante from disappearing.
Were you in Scottsdale?
Stop. Another friend of ours and be over here from trying to fight fictional people who didn't want to fight them, and find 2 other lost individuals, gather them up, get them back in the vehicle, take them back to the hotel we're staying in, for them to immediately about face and go across the street to a strip club. I was like, I will be back out in about 4.5 hours.
Literally
Same
0
exact
minutes,
thing.
0 minutes of sleep, hopping in vehicles, not driving. Don't worry, anyone that's in law enforcement. But yeah, we all got into vehicles, got rides over to the airport, and we're just like in the fetal position, like right next to the gate. Just oh my god, what the hell were we doing last night? But yeah, that was the first time I met Dante, and never forgot about it.
You can't
I think about him often.
You can't summon
Think
him.
about him
He
often.
just shows up uninvited usually.
Unsummoned.
How many does it take to get him out?
No one knows.
No one knows.
It's different every time.
It is
Like,
different.
oh,
every
that's
time.
one.
He can drink all night.
You gotta
keep
be
his
you gotta be
composure.
careful
He can
enough.
have a few
Yeah,
and he's
it's-
gone.
You gotta be
It's
careful.
weird.
People are just gonna start spiking his drink and just see.
I don't know what the
This is-
perfect what the compound is that makes him come out, because I can drink. There's times where I drink all night and I'm perfectly fine. Could be some certain chemical makeup that
How do
brings
you
him
feel
out.
now?
Have you,
You
attempted?
can't summon him, because then he's just like, I'm not coming out.
Give me that pussy right now. We're going out for chicks.
Fuck. He's a wild card.
Have you
sure.
tried?
You
Have
don't
you,
use
have you
gay,
attempted
straight.
like trying
awesome.
different drinks, like doing a test each time? You're like, let me try tequila this time. This would be a good idea.
I feel like we can do that. We can do
During
that
this
in a
last
controlled
summer, just to
environment.
give you an example, Dante came out and he jumped out of a moving boat at 50 miles an hour.
Oh man, let's hear this.
What was that? Lemon drops or what was
No,
that?
my hat fell off.
So that was the trigger for that. Your hat fell off, and there was
No,
like,
I was told this, that my hat flew
Oh.
off. And I was like, my hat! And just jumped off the boat.
What were you drinking? Were you drinking White Claws? Smirnoff?
Everything.
Did you get the hat back?
Oh yeah. The boat, the dude
Boat's
we rented the
the
boat.
combat
Hold on,
diver.
hold on, let me get this straight. So the boat was moving and your hat fell off. Did you just dive off the back and go swim for it?
More of the side, and it was. I guess you could call it a dive.
Did you skip across the surface? Do you remember?
I don't remember. No.
It's like a fucking stone.
How fast is this boat going? Because
Probably like 50 miles an hour.
you probably had to swim quite a bit to get the hat.
I'm pretty sure your TBI had nothing to do with your deployment. So you had to do everything with jumping off boats and jumping off, trying to swim across rocks and shit like that.
No, the boat ended up getting my hat and then picking me back up.
Which would have been the logical choice.
Goes for the hat first because they know it'll sink.
Dante's just flailing around in the water. Where's my hat?
Yeah. Oh, no, I saw the hat and I started swimming to it.
What you thought was swimming at the time.
Yeah.
It's like a driftwood. Just starts hugging her. Old Dante.
Yeah, I've got some good Dante stories.
Those are good.
Does anyone else have a drinking ego?
An alter
An
ego?
alter ego that comes out when you drink.
I don't have a drinking ego. I have a naked problem.
You're the naked guy?
Yeah, it hasn't came out in a long time. There's some certain JR rockers on bases I'm not allowed in anymore because it's not cool to get naked. There's a few motorcycles sitting in parking lots and a couple palm trees that I've violated. Don't know why. It's not impressive when I'm naked. However,
So you're not just a drunk nudist. You are a violator.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Remember that brunch I threw at your
Of
house?
inanimate
when I passed out
objects
in
at
the-
that.
No wonder you don't stay in hotels. You probably just go in the hotel room and like rub your balls on the curtains. You're like, I know they're gonna watch those, or rub your
Well,
balls on.
not sober.
Oh man, I guess that's true.
He's like a 12-year-old kid that just found out his dick works. He's just humping everything.
Like, oh, there's nothing coming out.
Remember that
Like
one
a
time?
I can. Not toot my own horn, but I can shimmy my ass up naked up a palm tree.
Remember that one time we were down here?
Why would that ever
why-
happen? That just sounds...
I feel bad for me and the listeners. I just visualized that.
I went to the Arizona State University of Hawaii bowl game in Hawaii. Got really drunk, talked shit to a bunch of really large Hawaiians. Luckily, our boy Lou was with me and saved me.
He's a big dude.
That's ambiguous.
Yeah.
Anyways, he saved me.
I just like to say beep when people say names, so I'm not going to cut anybody else's out.
He saved me. We get back to his house. I pass out in his front yard, like hardcore, just drank too much, passed out. And 30 minutes later or so, I just woke up and the clothes were off. And everyone was like, hey, wife's name. Your husband is running around the front yard naked. She's like, no, not again. And they find me.
I thought he died.
Some dude's motorcycle crotch rocket, just dry throttling the shit out of it, balls sitting on the seat.
You're like Barry from Beer Fest when he gets up from like the bloody deer. No, not again.
What's a ZJ?
I like the scene where he's just like in the beer tub, just drinking. There's like a funnel.
Yeah, I would say Dante's more like the dude from Beer Fest that thinks he's like Rico Suave, and he's like, "Hey, you," in the mirror, but he's really like wearing a dunce, like a paper bag on his head.
You want a little
spilling all
tension
over himself.
pickle?
That's also Barry.
Yeah, that is Barry.
That's because he's the best character.
And he also had a stash.
That's true.
I am a big believer that whatever you drink definitely brings out that certain type of personality.
And I love dark liquor, especially bourbon.
Ooh, the brown
Even though
stuff.
that's probably a big factor, I can't stop drinking it, and it gives you the worst hangovers.
Look at this.
You won
so much sugar.
I love it.
You won the bet already, so you might as well just go get some of that bullet
Yeah,
bourbon
just
over there.
relent. Yeah.
Nope.
No,
I'm
because
sticking
because
strong.
then he can
Yeah, me
blame
too.
me. Yeah.
He's in his cut phase. He can't drink.
Dude, it is surprising how much weight you lose just from not drinking anymore.
It's just more
Like-
bloating.
Yeah.
It is. It's you're holding
It's
water.
also a lot
but
more
it's-
depression and
yeah, and
anxiety.
regret, shame.
You have
You
to
should be
experience
used to
real
it.
life and can't blank it out.
Yeah,
I have to deal with my feelings.
instead of trying to forget about them.
Just try to numb it.
Except it just makes it worse when you drink. That's all you want to talk about.
I have discovered I'm far more social drinker on mimosas. Something about champagne makes me much more sociable.
Ah, you like the
Typical
bubbles.
introvert. I'm a very
You like-
typical introvert.
You like the bubbles.
But-
All right.
decides to throw shit. Throw a mimosa party at my
I don't
house.
throw shit.
Throw a mimosa party at my house. I tend to be more social, and then my friends come over and throw up on my rug.
That was me.
Was that you or was that Dante?
That was. I think we were playing Cards Against Humanity, and Dante came out.
So now you can just use that name as an excuse for shitty behavior.
No, it wasn't me. It was Dante.
But he walks over to the couch.
Like a serial killer.
Yeah.
It's like it's not me. It's this other person.
It's this other demon full of semen.
Old boy walks over to the couch, sits down, and just bros down with his son. He's like 6, and then pukes all over the carpet. Pukes all over the carpet.
I'm gonna tell you all about becoming a man.
Yeah, just decides to give him life lessons and throws up all over the place.
I would have liked to hear that life lesson that he talked about.
Don't be like me.
Stay here. Stay as long as you can.
Who's your crush in 6th grade? Like, well, she's a whore.
No one will ever love you. And then I threw up, of course, tried to clean it up, which immediately was told stop. Stop.
Because you're in there just smearing it with a towel back into the carpet.
I'm so sorry.
Well, yeah, that's when the white trash in you really came out, because you were like, let's take all the lawn chairs out of the backyard and put them in the front yard and just drink in front of the whole neighborhood.
He like goes and grabs like your daughter's like frozen blanket and just like wipes it up. It's like, oh, I'm cleaning it up.
And then I stumbled. That was the first day I met you, actually.
Oh, really?
And I was.
Oh, yeah, you were drunk.
I invited you over.
I was there with my other.
Oh, wow. This is how we all met.
Well, I knew you from before, but I met you, and you're like, I'm like, yeah, because you wanted to meet.
Yeah, I wanted to meet him.
So I was like, yeah, come on over. I'll come on over to this party that I'm throwing at his house.
Didn't even ask.
Yeah.
No, he told me. He was like, hey, we're having a party at your house. Was that the first mimosa day we did?
Was that was it like planned mimosa party, or did you just
it was a planned, lovely family brunch.
Yeah.
Dude, it had a ridiculous spread, and then it just turned into more and more drinking, and then the ones who couldn't hang or had
I showed up with
obligations
Makers.
left, and it was just like
you
14
with a bottle at Makers.
I showed up with Makers.
Dante
drinking
before Dante showed up.
Yard.
I drink with you.
He shows up with a nice Bloody Marys with all the accoutrements.
It was. I brought all the Bloody Mary stuff, and then I was having mimosas. And
I wish I was in Florida,
and
because
then
I got nobody up there that does fucking mimosa
Sunday
parties.
Fun Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
We've done them twice now?
I think it was Saturday because we're grown-ups with kids and doing stuff on Sunday is impossible.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we did it on Thanksgiving, but that wasn't really a party.
Yeah.
We'll throw another one whenever Dante gets back from
his hiatus.
Costa Rica.
Damn, I didn't realize I met Dante the first time.
No, that wasn't. He wasn't out yet.
He wasn't. He wasn't there.
I was definitely trying to. Sorry. God damn it.
That was just him throwing up was the other side of him fighting Dante coming out. He's like, I'll throw it up. Dante won't be here.
That will be that'll be like a special feature of this episode. It'd be like, how many cougar growls do we hear during this? And then you win a t-shirt or some shit.
Can we use
I feel like we could do
initials?
an entire podcast of the adventures.
We can use op initials?
We should.
It's just
I can make a couple episodes out of this.
If we can use op initials,
We're at like 2 hours.
what are we
right
doing?
now. No, an hour and 38 minutes.
Oh, we got at least an hour and a half. Of good material.
I was keeping him at bay when my other half and my children were there.
You did it again, you asshole!
At this point, just fucking send it.
He could see me try. He told me later on. He's like, I knew you were trying to hold it together. I could see it. And then as soon as she left, I went. Just started smashing the drinks. Went from Bloody Marys to mimosas to vodka, orange juice to then.
Wait,
just
this is
vodka.
after I left?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Dude, I left like later in the afternoon.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You guys are playing catchphrase.
This
We went
went on
with
until
your
like
wives.
11 o'clock at night.
This was way.
Oh wow, that was like opening of college football night. It was like early September.
Yes.
This is less than 6 months ago.
This is like that movie Split, and Dante is your Patricia.
She is. Yeah. He's definitely my
Your
Patricia.
Just be like, that wasn't me. That was Dante.
Yeah. He has a British accent and wears a dress and everything and makes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Old SY here, or S whiskey here. SW?
SW.
SW.
That's whiskey. What the fuck?
Whatever. SW here was like, yeah, I'm bringing this guy over to your house. Like, he's cool. Like, did you even describe like how you know him? He was like, yeah, I know him from before. Like, it's cool.
Oh, about you?
Guy I'm bringing in, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I just
cool
said
guy.
this dude that I used to know is coming down here. You'll like him. You're in the same career field. He's like, I hate everyone in my career field.
I don't like anybody.
I don't like any friends.
You know what's funny is like we actually did.
Why?
We actually,
Every time you mimic me, I sound like a pansy bitch. Just so you know.
Well, the viewers are hearing your voice right now, and they understand that.
Comment below if you think he sounds like a pansy bitch.
oh my God.
I do. It's fine. I take back my robot leg. I'd go for a more manly voice.
Yeah, that's the implant you get.
Yeah.
Go back to that. What would you get if you could have a? Were you here for? He wasn't here. For
He was not here for
that.
that.
So you have one
Alteration surgery. Yeah.
surgery. Like I was getting. He had robot legs or arms. Or robot legs, so you could kick a fucking football across a mountain. What'd you have?
The hair.
He'd have hair that never grew, and it just stayed in a good haircut.
What?
I had
I don't want to get a haircut.
I had
Let
liposuction.
somebody get like turn into either Will Smith from iRobot.
Yeah, black.
No, robot arm.
Oh, yeah.
Second privilege. And then this guy over here is like, I just want nice hair.
I would have the same surgeries that Michael Jackson did, minus the nose. That was kind of weird. He's got that really small nose.
What? That doesn't make any. Well,
It's not want to be white.
he has skin pigmentation problem.
So you
and
would get
can't
the
get
opposite.
surgery to be a great dancer because he was a great dancer.
You
Can't fix
would get the
that.
opposite, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so I'd have extra muscles.
And then
surgeries.
then I would get a cybernetic implant so I could like know shit better or whatever. Think real fast.
He wants HUD eyes.
HUD eyes.
Open the rest of your
The
other side,
No,
other cortex
not
of your
the
brain.
not the Bradley Cooper movie where you take the pill. He's talking about like he wants to put a bit of, like a cybernetic chip in his brain, so he gets HUD eyes. So like he looks for information on the internet. It's just like Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Show me grammar, and it shows up in his eyeball.
It's on that Wikipedia page that's totally incorrect.
Yeah, no, that's where I study all my material.
That's where you get all your facts from. I don't know.
you're
That's a
getting the
good
best
question. Getting a surgery, it's like 100% success. Like I won't like.
Sure.
Okay,
There's
sure.
no
like,
side effect.
No, just for this one, it's going to be a
Cortex
50%
in this made up
success.
fucking scenario.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it all serious. Like, will I die during the surgery? Do I have to fast before?
What are the complications?
Is there a 12-hour fast before?
It's like a male or female doctor. Dante needs to know.
How much experience does the doctor have in this particular field? It's got to be the best in the world.
Is it going to hurt?
You didn't answer the
I
fucking
know.
question.
I'm thinking. What would I get? I don't know.
Don't think about the surgery. Think about the scenario now.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like everything leading up to it, like what I have to do.
How long does it stay afterwards?
He's like, don't say small dick. Don't say small dick.
I don't know. We might have to come back.
What about you?
So what's the question exactly? What surgery would I
Yeah,
get?
if you could have
To
one
protect
alteration done surgically,
I
think
said Michael
wild
Jackson.
anything in your imagination. What would you be?
Could it be a change to my DNA makeup?
It could be whatever you want.
Yeah.
I would want a change to allow me to heal exponentially faster.
Like
Okay,
Wolverine.
calm down, Wolverine.
No, but
As in, like, if I give you a gunshot leg,
it would just
A gunshot leg would be
a
super
gunshot
dope.
leg.
Like you're walking around, you're just like, pow! Like freaking,
Just pull your leg off.
it's
Just walking.
No, they
you
can
want to see a
make
fucking sweet trick?
changes to my
Pow!
DNA to allow my ability to heal faster.
Like Wolverine.
Yes,
Like in Deadpool 2 when he's got like no lower
more like
half and he's growing
Deadpool.
like a baby
Wolverine
dick.
had
Would you
metal
be
bones.
so it'd be like Deadpool can't
No,
be killed?
Wolverine didn't
Yes.
have metal
So you-
bones
okay.
in the beginning.
That's true. He had those shitty.
yeah, he
fucking
could just
bones.
heal.
His specialty was that he healed fast.
Yeah, Sabretooth
Yeah.
broke those bones off.
Yeah, but they grew back.
Not the bones on his...
The bones grow back.
Yes.
That's why it grew back and it was just bone and it wasn't metal anymore. Because the metal was put in there.
Damn it.
You're a
Gotta
fucking
watch him.
nerd and no
Know
one
your
likes
nerd
you.
shit if you're going to talk about it.
Anyways, go. Damn it!
Damn it. I want to be like superhuman where I can just do fucking anything athletically, I guess.
Okay, think more specifically. That's too vague.
All right. Well, you have to come back to me too.
I'm gonna have to put a sound clip that's like the SpongeBob things where it says 4 hours later, and then the rest of the conversation as I cut out the fucking.
What
all the
about
shit.
the ability to manipulate things with your mind?
That's not a surgery.
Kinetic. No, it has to be a real thing. Like the cybernetic chip, they already make them. They can put them in people's brains. It's a company.
Yeah, they can't do.
Like,
changes
what if they
to
could
your
just
DNA.
take your hand?
I don't think they
and
can
make all
do-
5
yeah.
fingers a dildo.
I'd sit on it.
Dude, speaking of that, no. Surgeries. Let's get back to topic here. I didn't even hear that, so I don't even know if that's funny or not.
He said he'd sit on it.
What I'm thinking about is, what is that movie called where the dude is he's paralyzed and they put this chip in it like in his back, and now all of a sudden he can walk again and he has all his abilities and shit.
Oh, that's Martian. No, not Martian. Not Martian, but it's the one with Matt Damon.
No.
Yeah.
No, you're thinking of the one Elysium. That's not where they put a
Elysium.
chip in him. They put
They put something in him.
About Tom
They
Cruise?
put a cybernetic
it's a new
suit on
movie.
him.
No, they put a chip in his neck and he could hear this voice talk to him.
Okay. Oh no, that's Venom.
No.
Well, now you're going
No,
back
it's
to the
not.
chip thing. We already went through the chip thing.
Wait, we have chips?
Hold on, let me
Venom.
get on the interwebs. I'm gonna find the.
Yo, were you eyeballing my shrimp earlier? I just not realized that.
Yeah, the shrimp are just sitting out there.
Yeah, that's mine.
I
They're
have a
falling
half
out.
bag sitting out.
Yeah, they're
I
mine.
ate
Falling
20 of them earlier. Not yours. Mine.
That is the weirdest thing. Let me thaw out these shrimp so I can eat them.
out. Yeah, they're frozen.
But we can't catch them.
But they're like
What?
And they're
pre-cooked.
frozen.
They're
Yeah, they're
pre-cooked.
cooked.
And then why wouldn't you just put them in the fucking microwave?
We did.
Well, why if I leave them out, then they'll actually be cold. I don't have to microwave. Nobody
Wait,
wants
no,
warm
no,
You
you don't
shrimp.
have to
want,
microwave,
you
you
want to
defrost
eat
them.
cold shrimp?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
What kind of
Oh.
shrimp do you eat?
Now I know.
Where are you from?
I'm from Wisconsin.
I'm
Where are you from?
from America.
Yeah, I'm from where they actually catch shrimp, and I like hot shrimp.
What, are you catching them out like the ocean waters
He's
are?
not agree with
The
you.
ocean waters are below like what 78, 80 degrees.
Yeah, but they had to cook those shrimp, so if you want cooked shrimp, you eat them hot.
Okay. Well,
What
I
did I
bought them
walk
from
into?
Walmart. I bought them from
We
Walmart.
digressed quite a bit.
It's totally
Going back.
different than what we were talking
So-
about. Is somebody talking about getting shrimp as a surgery now?
No.
Okay.
So after Mike's
I want shrimp toes.
very immature response about
Shrimp toes.
dildos,
Dildos.
no, the movie
Toes.
Upgrade. It's called Upgrade, and the dude gets paralyzed, and he's trying to find out who killed his wife, but they put this chimp implant in his neck.
Chimp?
Chip.
Oh,
Chimp.
chimp implant.
No, they put a chip implant in his neck, and it like gave him the ability to walk and stuff again. But he hears this like voice. It's like an AI essentially, and
Oh, I've
it,
seen the
like
preview.
moves his body.
How the
and
fuck
stuff
did we
for
get to
him.
shrimp?
I don't know. They
Oh, I asked.
how
you
does
stepped
every
away.
I stepped away.
It just goes
I
down
stepped
to-
away and I asked him if they're like, "Hey man, you mentioned my shrimp earlier. Were you eyeballing my shrimp?"
What does that have to do with surgeries, though?
Nothing.
I'm
Absolutely
severely
nothing.
confused. Oh, so you just start
You
talking
might
about
have
some
to
random
just
stuff?
cut the shrimp part.
Oh no, I'll leave it. I'll leave it all.
Yeah, so they put a chip in his, and it just controls for him, and he just ends up fucking up all these dudes, and you got to see it. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's a good movie.
Is it like? Do they have like first person part of it too? Like that
No,
one
it's
movie
like-
where he's
yeah.
like jumping all over and shooting
It's
that.
weird because his like head won't move, but his body's moving, and he's just like snapping necks and like cutting people's heads off and shit. It's crazy.
What movie?
Upgrade. You got to see it. It's good.
It doesn't sound good because no one's even heard of it.
Well, I'm a cinephile, and I love movies. And
Yeah,
it's a
no
great
one's ever heard of the crazy videos that I watched,
What?
but I
No,
should.
we've all heard of
You're
the
a
crazy
lover
videos
of-
you
We've
watch.
all
The
heard of the
cinema
porn
arts.
videos you've seen.
Not nipple juice.
Let's not. Talk
I
about
saw nipple juice because you showed it to me.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
No. We're not doing that. No. We're not doing that.
All right, I found out what surgery I want.
All right.
I want to be RoboCop.
That's not
very
a surgery.
accepted.
It is a surgery. You remember the first movie? He died, and they had to do a surgery to put the suit
It's
on
just
him.
that's just saying words now. Oh, the surgery is like a word that we're using in this.
and he's a robot now.
I would have
Pretty
get
sure
surgery.
he was in a doctor's area, and they put a uniform on him that was metal.
So,
They were in a medical facility. But they performed many, many, many surgeries on him, and he was literally just a half of a head and like
Just a face.
Some internal organs and half a rib cage.
I'm pretty sure we're going to have to watch RoboCop after this now. So I can prove my point.
He got Officer of the Year in 84, 85, 86, and 87.
Why do you think I want to be RoboCop? Damn it!
Are you talking new RoboCop or old RoboCop?
Oh no, old RoboCop, 100%.
Yeah, the new one was lame.
New one's a bitch.
Dude, one of my buddy, he was in a group of fantasy football, and I guess the loser of that league had to get a RoboCop haircut. So it gave like incentive to not come in last place.
What does a RoboCop haircut
RoboCop's
look like?
Do you not know a RoboCop haircut? No, a RoboCop haircut is where you take it like from like basically the sideburn, and you go over the head, and forward is shaved. That way you only have hair from like half of your head back.
So the RoboCop haircut's not his actual hair.
I have pictures of this.
It looks like the RoboCop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everything. Yeah, he goes over the head, forward is buzzed, and then that's it. And then you have
a deployment haircut.
It happened on a deployment.
That sounds like a Mexican haircut. Like I've seen.
No, unfortunately, it was called the RoboCop.
Can we stop, please? You're saying bad words.
Sounds like something a Mexican would get.
It's fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, build the wall.
This episode of the Violent Professional Podcast is brought to you by The Wall.
Donate today.
If you build it, they will come.
But they won't be able to get here.
Look at that.
I suggest we use 15
That's a
walls.
legit. It's pretty sweet. Dude, look at hey, look at that.
You gotta see his haircut,
That's the guy who got a RoboCop
Pull your
haircut.
face back. You're screaming.
He lost.
That's awesome.
He got a RoboCop haircut. That was sucked. Because obviously you have to shave your head after that. Like,
I mean, if
it's
you
done.
have the shades that he's wearing and the haircut, it doesn't look that bad.
No, it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
That's pretty bad.
I got my clippers. We can get you cut up tonight.
No, I love my hair too much.
You brought
Oh,
clippers?
Salt and pepper.
No.
So we didn't finish the surgery part. We're making up RoboCop surgery.
No, he made up RoboCop.
Okay.
I want to
No,
do
it's a
mind
chip.
tricks.
It was a chip they put it into his spinal cord, and it is.
So you want that one?
Well, yeah, eventually at the end of
We'd have to.
spoiler alert,
We'll have to break your
the
neck
AI
first so
ends
that
up
we can.
taking over his brain and
Oh.
it like takes over his body.
Ah,
So
I was just gonna watch that movie.
you should watch it still. It's intense. And then the ending, you're like, what?
Dude, that one movie that you recommended, Heredity? That thing was
Hereditary.
like, what? Hereditary.
Oh, is that one of the horror movies?
Dude, you like horror movies, right?
Yeah.
I like
Dude,
it.
that shit was fucking weird. So,
Intense. Yeah, it's a good movie. Hereditary.
so T.Y. tells me, he's like, hey man, you need to watch this. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll watch it, whatever. So I put it on, I'm sitting there walking around, and all of a sudden I'm just like, looking, all of a sudden something happens, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? So then I stop it, rewind it all the way to the beginning, and watch the whole thing again, and call him like with 10 minutes to go. I'm like,
Crying and
what
scared.
the fuck is going on right now? You're like, tell me how it is. But that thing is fucking nuts. It looks like that little girl. It's on what is it? Netflix, Prime.
yeah, it's on Amazon.
Was it out in the theaters or was it?
Yeah, it was
I think
for
it
sure. It
theaters,
didn't
yeah.
really get a lot. I didn't really see a lot of previews for it, and then the way that the preview is and the actual movie are like two completely, to me,
Yeah.
doesn't line up
different
with how the movie is at all. And then I watched it. I was like, "Oh, this looks good. It's got good ratings." And the preview, I was like, "Oh, it's something about this little girl and her mom." Well, yeah, for maybe the first fucking 15 minutes. And I watched it by myself in my room, in my bed, just terrified like a
Crying.
schoolgirl. Like, all I could say when something happened was just like, "What the fuck?" It's one of those. It's good.
Was it your? Was it?
It's
Was it
terrifying. It's
one of the
probably
scariest? The scariest movie you've ever seen?
It's
I
not
think
scary. It's just fucking. It's fucked up, man.
It's not like like jump scary. It's more like you feel dirty and want to like curl up in the bathtub or the shower and like rock back and forth. Like
Can't be
it
that
doesn't end good. And I always love horror movies where like you think
There's an
gonna be
uneasy
there's
ending,
no positive outcome whatsoever.
Yeah.
I love those kinds where you're just like you feel like dirty at the end of it. Like fuck, what did I just watch? Those are the kind of horror.
That's how I feel after
Wait,
watching
you love
porn.
it.
It's a
It's a good movie though.
District 9 wasn't a horror film, but it was. I can kind of guess how you felt during it because I felt like hopeless after seeing that dude turn into a bug when he just like wanted to get
Wanted
back
to
with his
save
shit.
himself.
Yeah, and he turned into a fucking bug with that spray shit. That's
it's
fucked up.
It's
not tame compared to what you're saying.
I don't want to spoil it because I want you to see it and then tell me what you think about it.
I'm afraid to watch it now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, what about
But like you
dude?
said, it's not jump scary, but like it's the kind of scary that if something were plausible in the real world, this could actually maybe happen.
Yeah, if you believe in like hell and
if you don't believe in anything like you guys, it's...
Yeah, dude, that's what
We believe in nothing.
The Conjuring. I feel like that was one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. It was like
James Wan is a great director.
James Wan is really good. He's really
this
good.
puts The Conjuring to shame.
It does.
It does.
shits on
Okay,
it.
you've piqued my interest because The Conjuring is hands down the scariest movie.
The
I've ever
Conjuring's
seen.
scary.
And The Conjuring is very
This
scary.
is the one that you're gonna
This is
watch.
true.
It's.
Can we watch it at night?
I mean, you can watch it whenever you want.
You will watch it with me.
You're a grown-ass man. You can watch it whenever you want.
You will watch
We don't
it
tell
with
you how
me.
to live your life.
So you want to like warm up that shrimp and like watch it right there.
Oh, I see you've turned the page. You
Yeah.
want to warm the shrimp up now. Oh, I see. Weird.
I mean, it'll be lukewarm.
Like we go back to the shrimp. If it's cooked, it's hot. I don't understand why you like cold shrimp.
It's frozen cooked shrimp.
The shrimp has captured everyone's imagination.
Have you heard of anyone that thaws out shrimp just sitting out on a table and does not warm it up in the microwave to
I'm pretty
eat
sure
it?
that's the definition of what they do at a cocktail party.
Yeah, I'd say about 95% of the people in the
what do you
world
think-
have done that.
What do you think the pliers
I
that
guess
they get
I'm
with
just-
100 shrimp?
I guess I'm just not very classy, and I like my shrimp warm.
You're a shrimp Nazi.
Maybe that's why I don't eat it, because I've always eaten cold shrimp.
Oh, see? He needs some warm shrimp.
No, I don't want to fucking try that.
Have you never heard of a shrimp boil?
Yeah, I've had
like
one
shrimp
shrimp boil. It was
You
good.
pour it on the
good. I've
table
never had
and
shrimp
you
boils
eat
really.
the hot shrimp.
Yeah, I do shrimp rolls and they're really good.
But I pour them in ice.
You have to-
That way they get
you have
cold so I
to-
can eat them.
You actually have to have a shell on them. Actually, like increases the flavor.
Yeah, if you eat the shell, it comes out awful, but it's a great tasting. Goes in perfect.
Love Snickers bars. Never take off the wrapper.
If you need the fiber, you eat it with the shell on.
Is that true?
Fuck no.
Yeah, man, it's cooking season. I've been drinking Michelob Ultra. I need like another shortcut. So if I get more fiber from eating shrimp with the shell, I'll do it. Because I like shrimp. A lot of protein. And good thing it's already cooked.
No, back to the.
You look this. You're just like.
So,
I don't get the fucking shrimp. How we keep coming back to shrimp?
Well, because he's eyeballing my food.
Put it in the.
No, he's not doing. He's looking at us like we're a bunch of idiots.
No,
No, he's talking about my. This dude over here
off.
was.
We'll just call him the boss. The boss here always looks at you like you've done something wrong.
It's
Maybe it's just the way his
Straight
face is. I don't
disappointment.
know.
Don't
Or
stare at me with
not
those
just-
dead eyes, you church bitch.
He kind of looks like RoboCop.
I already explained to you about my past with my uncle in the trailer. I don't think I need to say any more.
That was how we started the episode, and we never got around to uncles.
Dude, we
We're
never
gonna have an episode based on uncles.
Dude, do we even get to the uncle?
No, we quickly
I
lost that for
I
a
love
good
my
reason.
uncles. They're great guys. I'm sorry that you had that happen to you.
I didn't meet any of my uncles on my my real dad's side until I was already a teenager. Living in my Corolla in the desert, and I got an offer from my uncle
This
on
thing's
my
sweet.
real dad's side to stay with him while I waited to leave for the military. So I meager on down to Tucson to live with them, and this is a 48-year-old bachelor. His whole life used to be in the Army. I show up to his house. Above his fireplace, he has a giant, like, Conan-like picture, only it's him wearing, like, a Vietnam-style Army helmet, like, carrying a big fucking battle axe, and some, like, artillery tubes behind it. Dead serious. Like, this
Dude, I
is
think
a
it's not
painting.
rich-
This is a fucking painting. This isn't... This is a painting.
So your uncle is a badass, is what you're saying.
That's not
Dude,
so far fetched
think
from
that-
what one of us would do, though.
I think that's how Richard Ramirez like literally had his uncle show him pictures from Vietnam. Like,
So, weird dude, very solitary. Explains a lot about me and a lot of my
Shortcomings.
antisocial, not shortcomings, antisocial nature, but like to an extreme. Like this cat ate the same microwavable meal every night based on the night of the week. So Monday it was Salisbury steak. Tuesday it was fucking
Microwave
chicken.
shrimp.
That
What
was.
brand was this?
What
Stouffer's?
was Thursday?
I don't remember.
That's very
exactly.
neurotic.
Did he cold shrimp or hot shrimp?
Was he a serial killer? Because we're getting into some
That's
weird
very neurotic. Yeah, that's
So,
extremely
listen
neurotic.
to this.
I want to hear it.
Same
We kick it
microwave
out of the
meal.
shrimp hole.
Every night,
48 years old.
48 years old,
Narcissistic.
every night.
Yeah, narcissist.
That's how he ate. And he would go to work. He'd come home. He'd watch the same shows. He kept the same routines. He went to bed at 9 o'clock every single night. Like, it was just super creepy.
Sounds like me.
And I didn't have the money to keep my car at the time, so I had left my car with my sister, and she was taking care of it and paying the bills on it because I was
Wait a second.
pretty much an 18-year-old deadbeat at the time. So I had to go look for a job because I was like, I had about 6 months before I had to leave for basic. So I'm walking all over Tucson, everywhere, applying for jobs, like knowing that none of these people are going to hire me. I have zero experience. I don't have a car. And getting ridiculed. On top of this, I'd go home at night and I'd get asked, hey, man, how'd the job search go? And I'm like, well, I walked here, here, and here, and I applied here and here and here. And nothing. No phone calls back. Nothing. And then this 48-year-old dude who ate fucking the same microwave meal every night would just ridicule the shit out of me about how I wasn't cut out for the military and I wasn't prepped and fucking shit like that. And I dealt with that for about 5 months before I joined the military, before I was like, I have to leave. So I rekindled my relationship with my mother and begged her to send me a bus ticket on a Greyhound and took my 2 rolling suitcases and walked about 15 miles to the Greyhound bus station from where he lived, in down Main Street, like in Tucson, down Speedway Avenue, just towing 2 suitcases full of my shit all the way to the bus station, got on a Greyhound. And I was like, I get it. And I understand why I'm antisocial. Like, I understand all that shit.
You walked
And-
15 miles?
Yeah.
Oh, my Erie
That's
Canal.
crazy.
Dragging 2 suitcases.
Uphill both ways.
No, it wasn't like that, but like, 18, like everyone's like, oh, 18, you're an adult, right? No, you're a kid.
Yeah.
That's
You're
very
a
true.
kid. You have
Yeah,
no
true.
experience. You don't know what the hell is going on in
Very
life.
true, yeah.
You can vote for Bernie, though.
Yes, you can vote then. So, yeah, largely shaped a lot of my life. Just like, this is the path I'm heading on. Like, this is the closest thing I know about what my real dad's like. This is the path I'm heading on.
What were in those suitcases?
Everything I owned. I told you, I moved out of the Corolla.
Yeah, what was an 18-year-old like you own at the time?
Wait, you had a car? You were tall enough to drive then?
Yes, I had a very nice Corolla.
A very nice Corolla.
That's the first car that ran me over was a Camry. The second one was a Corolla. I'm not even fucking lying.
Fucking Toyota.
Yeah,
I thought you got hit once. You got hit twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can,
God.
Yeah,
you can listen
we're
to
not
the
gonna
beginning. I'm not
regress
gonna go
that.
back
We're
into
not
it.
gonna-
I'll just say you need to stay off the side of roads.
That's your
The first one was
opinion.
my fault. The second one, don't take me from my job, man. I work on the side of roads, corners, that kind of thing.
Thank you for sharing that information. I think I learned quite a bit from you, boss. I think we all learned something today.
Is he boss or hog boss? Hog boss.
What is this, a fucking Sesame Street fucking episode? We learned the letter homo today.
Wait, Sesame Sesame Street, is that the program where all the puppets live in that?
That's a word, not a letter.
Dude, maybe that's why he was so like
You're fucking
Johnny on the,
fired.
he was so Johnny on the spot saving you when you were like stuck in the middle of nowhere, Phoenix, walking the streets. He's just like, I've done it, I've been there, I know the feeling. I'm coming for you, buddy.
Daddy's coming.
Were you walking at all and hoping that someone would come scoop you up and give you a ride, or?
Absolutely not. I just wanted to drag my bags to the bus station and make it. Now, if you haven't rode a Greyhound bus,
I have never
it
had.
isn't.
Did you actually have a contract, or you just showed up to the military?
No, I was.
Just showed up on
I
a
was.
bus?
I was in that debt process or whatever it
Oh,
was.
okay.
It's just they couldn't get me out for 6 months. So I was like, well, I guess I have no job.
That's-
I have.
Where
That's
did you
why he
take
was
the
saying you
Greyhound
weren't
bus?
fit for
Did
the
you take the
military
Greyhound
shit,
bus
yeah.
to San Antonio?
No, I took the Greyhound bus back from Tucson to Phoenix
Oh.
I also
to go back up because I was depping out of Phoenix, so I had to leave it from there.
Do you have any siblings?
Oh, yeah.
I have 6.
Oh, where were they at the time?
Jail.
A mixture of places, jail, on the path to getting to jail. Meth addiction.
You thought I was
you know.
exaggerating.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's
Standard families,
yeah.
you know.
You know.
I got an older half brother in prison right now.
I have also took the Greyhound bus from Spokane to my hometown, so across the state, because I lost my license for 90 days.
DUI.
Drinking related incident.
We had a DUI before too.
I'm a part of. Who else here is a part of the Article 15 club?
Yep. How many?
Allegedly.
Yeah, we got
I was arrested and never charged.
But your Article 15 was
You were
something
acquitted of
stupid.
Yeah.
We're not going to go into that.
Have you been to Pierce
Stupid.
County? I did time in Pierce County for like a night. It was awful. Jail
There's a lot of
sucks.
counties.
It didn't help that I threw.
does suck.
I
Dude,
threw.
jail sucks, man.
I threw
Jail-
it back on them. I don't know if I ever told you about my fucking thing.
What do you mean you threw it back on them? Threw it back on who?
It was
command?
it was like no surrender. I called them all out,
Dude,
and
our command was bullshit.
please don't give me an Article 15. I was like, fuck you, fuck all of you. None of you are cool. You're all guilty of the shit you got me, and you're saying I'm guilty for.
You were the scapegoat.
Yeah,
You've done it. I just got caught.
yeah. I literally said they're all guilty of what they're punishing me for.
Dude, it's totally true.
With that, you guys want to close it out?
Yeah, let's
Finish it
close
out. So, you want to give any shout outs to anybody, or
I don't want anybody to hear what I've said during this episode.
all right, your name will be bleeped out.
No.
Okay.
You said my fucking name, you asshole.
Shout out
Say what?
You just said my name, you asshole.
Oh god, there's another beep. That's hard to not say people's name.
Yeah, you can follow Achilles Hike. Guy. He's a piece of shit. Thanks for having us on.
Sweet.
I'm good. Thanks, Whiskey Mike, for putting this together, man. It was freaking awesome. Let's do this again.
Always. All right, later. Peace. Done recording.